How can a footballer balance football? Because we are saying that football with education is good, right? That's the answer. Now we give that is good. Okay. So the question is, how can a footballer balance football with education without neglecting, both of them?
Hello. I think the first thing to do is to be sure of what you want. It's not about choosing education or football, but when you decide to choose both, you should understand that it takes hard work, it takes determination, it takes a lot more concentration, a lot more focus. I'm a good example of that. It is not easy. If I say it is easy, it is not easy, because we all know the energy levels in football and then what it takes to study. And imagine finishing your training and you have to go to class. If you don't take care, you just be in class and you'll be sleeping. But when you know what you want and you know that you want education and football, you should put it in your mind that you need to do away with a whole lot of things. Because rest is important in football. Rest is important for the body. So knowing that you are combining the two, you should know what to do with your spare time. That is, if you are not on the field or in class, what you do with that time, so that it doesn't affect you on the field or in class. So it's all about the mindset and your willingness to do more. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Amanda.
Okay. Yes. Based on what
can you please mention your name?
Okay. So I'm George Ayeku, founder of Sportsman Talent Agency. Yes. If you look at the question posed, if we say balancing education in football, we are looking at a situation where the footballer tries to combine footballing career as well as either academic education or vocational training as well. So if you look at the education aspect, it's not only focusing on academic education, it could even be for a vocational training. So in this case, if you say academic training, you're looking at a situation where the player may be enrolled in normal formal education. So in this case, as whether the person is attending a basic school, as whether it's a college, or as whether it's what, it's a university. Now, if you come to the vocational aspect, we're looking at a situation where the player will be equipped with what? Practical skills, so that it will enable the player to have other career opportunities or other jobs, either after football as well. So, how can they balance this? Now, if you look at our situation, it applies to both amateur players and professionals as well. Most of the kids we have now are enrolled in the normal schooling system. So let's say from kindergarten to JHS. Definitely every child will definitely what? Schooling system. And for that matter, it's automatic. Now, the problem comes in where you notice that the child is trying to get committed to either both football and education. And that's where the child or the player will have to be aided. Now, if you leave those at the junior level and then come to those at the senior level as well, the same thing applies there. So the question is, how can the person do this? So one, let's look at some key points that are outlined. It entails time management. Yes, I've been enrolled in a school or I'm playing with a club. So what do I have to do to be able to combine the two? You have to manage your time very well. So I would suggest getting a personal timetable or a personal calendar where you outline the various tasks that you perform. Time for training, time for your school, time for even your health as well, and then time for social life. So you need a personal timetable, that's one. Okay, so that goes, and then getting a calendar as well. The calendar, you have various software that you can use as a calendar, as a form of reminder to help you as well. Now, once you've done this, now you are enrolled in a school or you are playing a club. What next? You have to commit. You have to communicate this commitment to either your coach or your teacher. I'm playing football. I also have an interest in education, but there are people who support you or who provide a supporting system. So, if you play, you can, let's say at the basic level, you can go to your PE teacher that maybe said, I want to play, or I'm aspiring to be a professional footballer, and I also want to be educated as well. Here, the first thing you've done is that you've communicated openly, and for that matter, the teacher will even guide you in terms of linking you to other teachers to help you in terms of providing you flexibility in terms of your studies, as well as in some places that you will take as well. So communication is also important. So one, time management, communication, and then discipline. Now once you form your timetable, what next? You have to be disciplined. If you don't set up a routine, or if you don't strictly follow the routine, then what happens? I mean, there are times that you set up timetable and you don't follow the timetable. So that's where the problem comes in as well. Then you have to communicate this to your family as well so that you can get better advice and extra, etc. So there are a lot of points that you can list under this. Getting a supporting system, communicating this to your PE teacher or to your tutor as well as your coaches. So sometimes the coaches can even help you in terms of sending a training regime for you separately, or extending training time so that it will help or benefit you as well. Time management, communication, and then what? The others as well.
Thank you very much, Mr. So you all hear time management. This is very important. Time management and communication is very important.